So I've reviewed a good amount of lights in the past, and one thing I noticed is that a lot of them are kind of the same. For example, some might be bicolor, some RGB, and a lot of them have those standard effects built in. They just come in different styles. So with that being said, the light I want to show y'all today is also bicolor and has those effects built in, but what makes it different for me is the size and the portability. And this is the GVM PD60B. So this light was sent to me to create this video, but as always, I'm gonna keep it real and tell y'all my genuine thoughts. So let's quickly talk about what's included and the features, then I'll show y'all some examples. With this light, you're gonna get a carrying bag. Inside the bag, there's the light itself, the handle, which is also used to put it on a stand, the reflector, and charging cable. I like that you can charge this light just by plugging it in rather than needing any batteries, and that just adds to the portability. At the back of the light, you have two buttons and a knob. The knob also doubles as a button. Holding the power button down turns it on, and here you can cycle through the menu. If you go to the one titled Light, you'll find options to change the color temperature, intensity, effects, and also there's presets if you prefer to use that. The intensity can be adjusted to the decimal, which I think is a nice feature. Now, if you're scrolling the knob slowly, it's going to take forever to make some distance, but what I found is if you kind of flick the knob, it'll cycle through a lot faster. The color temperature range is from 2700 to 6800, and this can be adjusted in increments of 50. There's 12 different effects built in. Some examples are candle, pulsing, and strobe. Within each effect, you can adjust the intensity and the speed. All of them except for one, you can adjust the color temperature. Going back to the main menu, you can change the fan settings between smart, high, and silent. There's Bluetooth settings as well as battery, where you can turn on power save. So with Bluetooth, you're able to control the light with an app on your phone, which is super clutch. And finally, going into settings, you can switch the language, view the firmware, and check the temperature. So with that out the way, let's get into some examples I filmed using this light. So the handle can be attached on any side of the light. There's 4 mounting points, and all you do is screw it in. With the handle, you can either hold the light or set it up on a stand. I like having those options. One thing I do want to mention is that this light does not have a Bowens mount. I thought it was the mini Bowens mount, but I tried that and it didn't work either. And that's unfortunate because I did want to use a softbox with the light. Real quick, it's a different day, but it's kind of crazy how this happened. So the NAB convention is here in Vegas right now, and yesterday I went, and when I was there, I went to the GVM booth, and they actually had this light out on display as well as a softbox. So I went up to the booth and I talked to the lady, and I told her like, yo, y'all send me this light. I couldn't find any softbox or any attachments for it. And they actually ended up giving me the softbox for the light, as well as barn doors and diffusion that goes on the reflector. So they hooked it up, but I just wanted to mention that these attachments do exist. So for this first shot, I just set the light on a stand on a lower intensity and pointed it at my homie Kevin. Ideally with this shot, I would have wanted to use a softbox to soften it up and minimize the shadows. For this look, I set the light behind them and matched the color temperature of the lights already there. For the third one, I had Kevin sit down and I just wanted to show how the light could be bounced to add some feel. So I pointed it at the ceiling at pretty much 100% intensity. For the last setup, I just wanted to show one of the effects. So I have the light just outside the frame on the bad bulb effect. And I actually really like how this one looks. So that's gonna do it for this one. Despite me not being able to attach a softbox to the light, I still think it's fire. It's portable, gets super bright, and can be used in so many different scenarios. And this is definitely something I'll be using moving forward. So I'll keep it brief. If you are interested, there'll be links down in the description. Go ahead and check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop it a like. Jump down in the comments, let me know what you think. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. It only takes a second, and I will see y'all real soon in my next one. Peace.